The full moon hangs heavy in the sky. Shadows stretch long and eerie. A low growl rumbles in the distance, sending shivers down your spine. Is it just the wind or something more primal, something hungry? For centuries, the legend of the werewolf has captivated and terrified us. This creature, caught between man and beast, taps into our deepest fears and desires. It speaks to the wildness that lurks within us all, the raw power hidden beneath the surface of civilization. Why are we so drawn to these stories of transformation? Perhaps it's the thrill of the unknown, the spine-tingling possibility that something lurks in the shadows, watching us with glowing eyes. Or maybe it's the seductive appeal of unrestrained power, the freedom to unleash our primal instincts and embrace the darkness within. Whatever the reason, the werewolf legend continues to hold us captive in its chilling embrace. From ancient myths to modern horror movies, the werewolf has stalked our imaginations for centuries. It's a tale as old as time, whispered around campfires and passed down through generations. The legend has taken root in cultures across the globe, each adding its own unique twist to the mythos. Yet, despite the variations, the core elements remain the same: a man, a beast, and the terrifying transformation that binds them together. Are these stories merely the product of overactive imaginations? Or could there be a grain of truth hidden within the legend? Join us as we delve into the shadowy world of the werewolf, exploring its history, its myths, and the enduring question: fact or fiction. The werewolf legend is ancient, its roots reaching back to the dawn of civilization. One of the earliest written accounts comes from the Epic of Gilgamesh, where the titular hero is cursed to become a wolf after rejecting the advances of a goddess. This ancient tale speaks to a primal fear of the unknown, the dangers that lurk beyond the safety of the firelight. In Greek mythology, we encounter Lycaon, a king who dared to test Zeus's omniscience. As punishment for his hubris, Zeus transformed Lycaon into a wolf, condemning him to a life of savagery. This myth highlights the human fascination with transformation and the fear of divine retribution. Across the globe, similar stories emerged. Norse mythology features the berserkers, fierce warriors who donned the skins of wolves or bears and fought with animalistic fury. In Native American folklore, skinwalkers are shape-shifting witches or shamans who can transform into animals, often wolves. These tales, though geographically diverse, share a common thread: the blurring of lines between humanity and the natural world. The pervasiveness of these myths suggests that the werewolf legend speaks to a universal human experience. It's a story about our primal instincts, our fear of the unknown, and the thin veneer that separates us from the animal kingdom. But is there any truth to these ancient tales, or are they simply reflections of our deepest fears and anxieties? While the werewolf legend is steeped in mythology, there have been attempts to explain the phenomenon through a scientific lens. One theory suggests that the belief in werewolves may stem from cases of clinical lycanthropy, a rare psychiatric condition in which individuals believe they are transforming into an animal. Another explanation points to the historical prevalence of rabies. This deadly disease, transmitted through animal bites, can cause aggression, hallucinations, and even foaming at the mouth, symptoms that might have been attributed to werewolves in the past. Furthermore, certain herbs and plants, like wolfsbane, have hallucinogenic properties that could induce altered states of consciousness and contribute to the belief in shapeshifting. In a world without scientific understanding, it's easy to see how these conditions could fuel the belief in werewolves. Despite these potential explanations, there's no concrete evidence to support the existence of actual shape-shifting humans. While the werewolf legend may have been influenced by real-world phenomena, the idea of a human transforming into a wolf remains firmly in the realm of fiction. Centuries after the first campfire tales, the werewolf legend continues to captivate us. From classic literature like Dracula and The Hound of the Baskervilles to modern horror films like The Howling and An American Werewolf in London, the werewolf remains a staple of popular culture. Why does this myth endure? Perhaps it's because it speaks to our dual nature, the constant struggle between our civilized selves and our primal instincts. The werewolf embodies both the allure and the danger of the wild, reminding us of the untamed forces that exist within us all. Or maybe it's the thrill of the unknown, the unsettling possibility that something lurks in the shadows, forever challenging our perception of reality. Whatever the reason, the werewolf legend continues to hold a powerful grip on our imaginations. As long as we gaze up at the full moon with a mixture of awe and trepidation, the legend of the werewolf will continue to thrive. It's a story that has been told and retold for generations, each reimagining, adding a new layer to the mythos. And as we gather around our modern-day campfires, whether they be televisions or movie screens, we'll continue to ask ourselves the age-old question, fact or fiction? The answer, like the creature itself, remains tantalizingly elusive.